I'm so excited to be joined with head coach of Villanova softball, Bridget Orchard, as we are highlighting our Big East moms this week. Bridget, thank you so much for joining me. How has momming from home been going, and also working from home?
It's been crazy. It's been chaos, but like I was saying earlier, I think that it's fun. It's sometimes controlled, sometimes not, but it's keeping us busy. It's keeping us active, and we're just trying to hang in there.
What does a typical day look like for you right now with the homeschooling, with work, and with momming?
Yeah, it's been a lot. At first, it wasn't. I think the first couple of weeks, we were trying to still get used to what was going on, what was happening. I was still kind of disappointed, depressed about the season ending. But then it's been kicking back in the last couple of weeks. My oldest is in high school, so his has been great. So we get him up in the morning. He's on a schedule and a routine. So 8 o'clock, he's getting up. He's getting ready for his classes. He's doing a great job. He's at Devon Prep, and he's doing online courses, which has been like structured. So 8:30, then he has 9:30 classes, and he's doing them all online, obviously, but that's going really well. Then for my two other kids, not so much. So theirs is online, but they're in 4th grade and 8th grade. So they're just kind of giving projects, and they do them when they can. So they've been getting up, kind of doing them here and there.
Now I have to ask about the projects, because we are seeing all different types of projects. What has been maybe your favorite that your kids have done, the craziest, the messiest?
So Isabel, my youngest, so she's 10, and she's really into arts and crafts. So we have lots of glitter, sparkles and paints and colors. And we actually did a Michael's run the other day. They did curbside pickup, and we got some more stuff because we've been going through a lot of it. But we've turned our dining room kind of into like an art studio, which my husband isn't thrilled with because it's but it's fun. So she's really creative, and she's coloring everything. She actually just did, I think I have it here. She has a skateboard. So she painted this.
No way.
And it was the boys. It had Spider-Man on it because we told the brothers it's Spider-Man skateboard. So she decided she was going to paint it, and she did this, and it's really cool. But again, it's messy and it's glitter. And she's done a bunch of different paintings and art. So it's been fun. Our garage has lots of slime in it and paints. And here we've been doing that. But the boys, they're into their video games still, and it's been nice. It's been really nice out. So we've been playing a lot of basketball outside and going for runs and walks. And so they've been keeping busy in that way.
I love that. How heated have the driveway basketball games been getting?
Yes, that's our big family basketball. So it's been great. Like we've got toned down a little bit because I think at the beginning we were like, well, if somebody gets hurt, we can't go to the hospital. So we got to watch ourselves. It gets pretty competitive. It gets pretty brutal. There's nobody taking it easy on each other. So I know for me and my husband, we're both like sore and tired, and we can't play quite as well. But the kids are having a great time. And it's hard to get even matchups. So a lot of times it's like 4-on-1 or like 3-on-2. It's not even, but it's fun, and they're out there getting work in and get a lot of exercise in, which is great.
Amazing. Or you have to have one person be the ref, right? And then you got to get a whistle and then calling the whistle all over.
That is the big thing, because it's the fouls. You're like, no, that's what we call our own fouls, and everything's a foul. So we're grabbing each other. There's no rules. There's no rules like any of our games in Orchard households. So it's pretty much to everybody, each his own. So you're going out, they're tackling people, pushing people. But it's fun. It's competitive. But we kind of toned it down a little bit, make sure nobody got hurt.
Now, what have you found throughout this entire time that there's been one mom phrase that's kind of become your go-to that you have realized you keep saying it over and over again?
I find myself saying, "Don't tell dad" a lot. It's my one go-to is, "Shh, don't tell your dad, don't tell your dad." Again, because I'm just not used to being home at this time. And so we're doing so many different things that I'm like, oh no, he's going to kill me if we get this, like I said, ruining our living room. We're eating in the living room, which we usually don't have food in the living room or drinks in the living room. But kind of through this quarantine time, kind of all rules are off, and we're kind of letting them do whatever they really want to do. And so there's been a lot of things that have happened that we're trying to keep it quiet and don't tell your dad about it.
Now, Coach Orchard, you mentioned it right there a little bit that you aren't home as much. And so now you are home 24/7 with your 3 kids. How meaningful has this time been for you?
It's been great. Like I said earlier, I have 2 teenage boys. So just to be able to spend time with them, because normally they will not hang out with their mom. I mean, that's like the worst thing ever is to hang out with your mom. So now they're kind of forced to have to hang out with me. So I try to tell them like, hey, we do some cool things, but I know like I'm learning things from them all the time. Like even like TikToks, I have no idea how to do them or what to do them. But I found out like yesterday that no, don't do them. You will ruin our life if you get on TikTok. And I try to tell them I'm a really good dancer, but they don't believe me. So they're not letting me get involved in their TikToks. But it's hard to kind of understand how they change outfits and change clothes, and it's really cool. But I've been told no on the TikToks. My husband tried to do some too, and they said no on that.
Now, if we are going to be creating a Big East Moms playlist, what is your go-to song that you want on this playlist?
I'm thinking it's so funny because of what I've been playing at The Greatest Showman. So obviously we saw the movie before, but the music is like, I don't know if it's just because I'm in quarantine and I just started doing the Peloton and I'm like just locked in and this is like my free time. I feel like I'm just in another planet. But The Greatest Showman, the music to me just kind of just pumps me up, gets me excited, and makes me very hopeful. You know, I'm like, hey, you know, we need a time like this where we think something's big going to come of this, and we keep saying, hopefully we come out better than this, better after this than we were before it. And part of me, when I listen to that, I think like, you know what, it is going to be better, and it's terrible we're going through this, but for some reason we are, and it's going to be memories, and we're hoping that things are going to be good after this, and hopefully maybe even better than they were before.
I could not have put it better myself. And Greatest Showman, the music is absolutely phenomenal. Is there one song that you choose that's kind of the one that really gets you feeling the best out of
the
it?
very first one is just like The Greatest Show is a good one, and the other one, This Is Me.
Yes.
It's like, you know, that's where I'm like, all right, I kind of go into that like female woman power, like this is me, we're gonna get it, we're gonna get after it, we're gonna get through this, and it can relate to so many different things, but it definitely kind of locks me in and gets me focused, and I've been enjoying that.
Coach Orchard, we applaud you and all of our moms out there, because especially during this time, momming, working from home, you are super mom. So thank you so much for joining me today, and happy Mother's Day.
Great, thank you so much for having me. This was fun.